Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. So I'm going to do a actual reading out of the Akashic Tarot. I'm going to be using the guidebook. So I pulled about 10 cards. So the first card we have is the Queen of Forces. So real quick, I want to thank God for the opportunity to read for you today, as well as thanking all of you who have been with me from the beginning to the end. So I've been having some difficulty regarding the uploading of the videos. I'm not sure if it's my recording device, whether it's my location, or whether it's the algorithm. I kind of feel like it could be the algorithm. And so the way that I increase that is by doing more videos, and I get more of the collective actually viewing. So I just pray that, and I know that things are going to get better. So it's no stress to me. I just thought I'd let you know because one video took 24 hours plus another 10 hours to download. So there's something going on and I'm not quite sure what it is. But anyway, so let me get started with the reading. Again, this is Akashic Tarot. And I'm reading out of the book for you today. And whatever you feel like resonates with you, you take that. Whatever you feel like is not for you, just put it to the side for someone else to pick up, okay? And if you feel like someone you know might need to hear the reading, please feel free to share. So let's begin with the Queen of Forces. Holy Spirit, holy angels, please protect the reading. Please protect the collective, not only while we're here, but throughout their day and night. So the Queen of Forces, this card shows a woman balancing the energies of a sun in one hand and a moon in the other, with the river flowing beneath her feet. The Queen of Forces represents a woman who can help to bring greater balance to your life. She brings an unusual combination of power and peace, creativity and receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this card can represent a person in your life, either you or another, coming into a phase of great power and an ability to sustain it with wonderful results. There is a gift of grace and serene understanding when this card is upright. It also brings new roles and opportunities, careers in many of the sciences, global communication, nature, and energy may now be available to you. The Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest or an associate in business or in a creative project who has powerful influence and connections for you or for another. It may be someone you know or somebody new, but when this card appears, there is a tender yet powerful support. During this time, choose to support yourself as well. You hold the forces of the sun, creativity, and the moon, receptivity, and only you yourself can direct the energy of your eternal life. Okay, I think I have to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, so feel the Queen of Forces approach. She offers all sorts of support and energy. Who is she in your life? Take a deep breath and tap the inner part of you that rules the forces of the world. The next is the One of Roses. And the One of Roses has to do with commitment. And I say that because that's what the card says. So let me get to it and read it for you. Roses are scattered around a contract on a brightly lit desk. When this card appears upright, it means that a valuable union is at hand. A romantic commitment may be coming your way, or perhaps a love from your past lives is returning to you. A business commitment may be forthcoming, such as the offer of a promotion or a new job, or the opportunity to form a partnership or create a new business venture. This card could also indicate the signing of other types of papers, including the sale or purchase of a house or the beginning of a new investment. Either way, this card is filled with light, and it indicates that good results are in the offing. As with many cards, part of the meaning refers to you. It is a reminder to be conscious of your commitment to yourself. If you want others to put you first or to help bring happiness to your life, then you must commit to do the same. Your self-honoring choices will set the groundwork for all your partnerships to thrive. Close your eyes and with a deep breath, bring in the word commitment. Feel its energy fill you with dedication and purpose. You are ready to make a priority of every commitment, large and small, in your life, especially to yourself. Okay. So next we have a major arcana, the Ark of the Covenant. So you could be seeing 111. Okay. Major arcana, the Ark of the Covenant. The stars are shining on a serene desert night. Fires burn before a number of white tents. Inside one of the tents, just beyond the open front flaps, rests the Ark of the Covenant. Two men sit by a crackling fire nearby. At the most mundane level, this card can represent a beneficial legal contract or title transfer. It can also show successfully working with professionals such as brokers and lawyers. Most often, it indicates that you are living true to your own karmic contract, facing your lessons of growth, working toward greater discoveries, and bringing your unique contribution to the world. Your karma does not rule you, you rule it. When the work becomes too great, taking a rest doesn't break with your covenant. It supports it. You understand the phases of time and energy, and you work within those phases. Some of your karmic directives at this time may involve other people. If so, make sure there is no urgency, need, or personal agenda in play. Don't let yourself get pulled into an emotional drama. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence that may impact your present as well as your future lives. So continue to work toward your highest purpose to uphold the sacred covenant you have to touch the world with your light. Close your eyes and imagine the Ark of the Covenant opening before you. Within it, you see the contract that contains your highest purpose. What is that purpose? Sense one word and one action you can take today to pursue it. Okay, so next we have another one. So you could be seeing 1111. Okay, one of forces, the Akashic field. Okay. Let the Akashic field, the aura borealis, flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours.
Look, if
So,
you're over 45 and can't work because of
I'm
health,
on a
so
commercial right now, so the ruckus in the background is actually the post office. So they have a lot of things coming in and out, and trucks coming in and out. Whatever they do, that's the noise, so I apologize for that. Okay. So let me just continue on. Let's see. The 93 miles from the sun to the earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card upright tells you that amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. Your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicity now, so you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in the pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make it happen. Close your eyes and imagine yourself entering the boundless and brilliant Akashic field. It's almost as if you're stepping upon the Milky Way and all its stars roll out before you, offering their light and power. Feel this profound force igniting your dreams and lighting your way. Next, we have a 4, which kind of resonates to the 1111 previously. And now we have a 4. So, get it? The first card was a 1, the second card was an 11, the third card was a 1. So, add them all up and you get a 4. So, this 4 of Squirrels has to do with the karmic trench. And a field meant to be planted, a man dirty from his efforts stands knee-deep inside a long trench. The seeds wait to be planted, yet he continues to dig deeper and deeper. There are other rows plowed and ready for planting, but they are ignored. This card reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, thoughts, and actions that you've brought forward from previous incarnations. You return to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but you got pulled into the old thoughts and behaviors. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench that gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in your relationships, in your jobs, and certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, and responses. It's time to take charge of your karma by altering the inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trench, you can change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making changes every day, you can dig yourself out. Take a moment to remember an old negative pattern that you know all too well, one that has kept you stuck. Close your eyes and breathe in the presence and power of your higher self. You become stronger. You are filled with the will to step out of the mud, and you do, now and every time you fall into this pattern again. Next, we have the Two of Forces. The Willow. Two of Forces. A big, beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately tree is strong and flexible, and this card upright is telling you that you are too. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Now is the time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, and in the depth of your belief in yourself. Just like the willow, you have a peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Stand confidently in your truth. Take the actions that support the growth of all these wonderful things in your life, and know that you are powerful. Take a deep breath and feel yourself plant energetic roots through the bottom of your feet, moving down to the very depths of the earth and tapping the resources you need. Notice the strength you feel rising up from this profound source of energy. Next, excuse me, let me take a sip of my coffee real quick. Next, we have the Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. This is a major arcana. "14" turns out to be a 5. 5 resonates with some sort of change. Standing among the pillars within a beautiful temple, the Ascended Master, Count Saint Germain, sends his light and energy to the 4 robed people who stand before him. It is time for their initiation. This card represents your initiation. It is much more than a change or even a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into higher revelations of power, insight, and achievement, and the time is now. Some loss of lower vibration relationships, jobs, or activities may be required in order to lift you to the new heights and power that await you. Your initiation can be aided by meditation and study, as well as by connecting to the Ascended Masters with whom you have worked for centuries upon centuries. Know that you have shared purpose and activities with the Masters, even if you aren't certain of what they are yet. The disciplines you create now during your initiation and the work you do with the Masters will lift your service to the world and to all humankind. This is a time of enormous uplifting. First your energy and evolution, then in your manifest outer reality. The power that you hold within will impact every part of your life. Close your eyes and see yourself on the path of your initiation with the Count Saint Germain beside you. Feel your energy and receptivity heighten as your vibration quickens, realizing there are no limits or hindrances. What is next for you? Excuse me. Next we have 3 of Forces, the Bird's Nest. A strong, sturdy nest cradles a new family of birds as the babies are fed. This card represents the force of creativity and expansion. When you receive this card upright, it is a signal to focus on starting new things or expanding perhaps your business, your network of friends, or indeed your family. There may be some effort involved. The nest has to be built, and you will need to be open to the additions coming your way. Children may be forthcoming. You may be renovating your home, or perhaps you will be hiring new employees or opening new business locations. Whatever it is, it will be well worth the effort, for the expansion you make will bring great joy. Spiritual expansions may be in store as well. It's never too late to widen your network of spirit, family, friends, and guides. The rewards of that kind of expansion are limitless. Close your eyes and see yourself feathering your nest. What sorts of things need to be put in place in order to support the expansion that lies before you? Okay. Next, we have another 3, so you could be seeing 3-3. You could be seeing 1-1-3-3. Okay, so let's see. 3. The captain of a ship stands on the forward bridge, surveying the horizons through a telescope. 2 officers nearby refer to an unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. This is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Do not limit yourself to only one direction. Your opportunities are greater than just what you see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundless wealth. This card can also show a potential partnership or affiliation among 3 people who can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda too. Imagine you are a ship upon the sea. The wind has filled your sails, and you cut through the water with ease. Feel the exhilaration of boundless freedom and the assurance of going wherever your will drives you. Where are you headed? Okay. And then the last one is the Hilarion. It's a 5. Again, a 5. It has to do with change. And this is a major arcana. Seen here with spirit and the implements of study and scientific discovery, Hilarion is a powerful ascended master and a wonderful connection to the font of information that the Akashic records hold. He is the master of research, science, truth, healing, logical mind, concrete knowledge, and spirit communication. So if you've been thinking about pursuing an endeavor in these areas, now is the time to start. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistant is close at hand. If you are working on a project that requires research, a strong academic approach, and attention to detail, it's full stream ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy. If you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from the discovery, these types of jobs include scientific research, mediumship, forensic activity, the law, medical testing, and more. These and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. Close your eyes and sense the Master Hilarion beside you. Feel your energy lift and your vibration quicken. Notice a new mental energy of alertness and easy understanding. Your mind is open like a boundless sky, and everything becomes clear and bright. Bring that brightness to any issue in your life that needs clarity now. Okay, so let's go over the numbers real quick. The only court card we have is the Queen of Forces, so that must be you or someone you know. These could be months or the date of any month. So again, we have one that would be January, the first or the first of any month. 11 would be November or the 11th of any month. Again, we have the 1, same thing. The 4 is April or the 4th of any month. 2 would be February or the 2nd of any month. 14, there's no 14 months, so it'd be the 14th of any day or the 5th. 1 plus 4 is 5. 3, same thing, would be March, the 3rd of any month. Then we have another 3, and then we have 5, which would be May or the 5th of any month. So that might resonate for you. So I'm going to add these up real quick. And I'm going to count this as a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Count that as a 5. Be 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 plus 5 is 26. So it could be the 26th of any month, or 8 August, or the 8th of any month. Okay. So we're still early in the reading, so I want to do a angel number for you, and then we'll close it out. I'm just curious as to if it's a shorter reading, will it download faster? So bear with me as we experience this together. Holy Spirit, holy angels, okay, so what we have is a 6. A 6 means there's collaboration, even give and take. You see, they are both sealing a commitment. So it could be work, it could be home, it could be love. It could be the Trinity sign, right? 3 and 3. Okay, which is Father, Holy Spirit, the Son of God. Right? Is that what Trinity is? So they're both taking on the energies and they're coming together for this commitment. And the Queen of Coins, very generous, very wise, very beautiful, right? She keeps herself up. She's always presentable. And she's very into that as above, so below. So spiritually, she is very rich. So as above, so below. Here on earth, she's either got it or she's going to be getting it. And then the Temperance. The Temperance, this is a 14, right? So that would be a 5. And we always said the court cards were a 1. So it's 615. That's our angel number for today. Let me get that up, and then that'll be the end of our reading. Six, 1, 5. Okay, and I use Joanne Scribes just to keep it consistent. Number 615 is a blend of the energies and attributes of number 6 and number 1, and the vibrations of number 5. Number 6 relates to love of home and family and domestic service to others and selflessness, responsibility and reliability, grace and gratitude, providing for the self and others, and nurturing. Number 6 also resonates with personal power, initiative, finding solutions, and overcoming obstacles. Number 1 instills the attributes of creation, fresh starts and new beginnings, attainment and inspiration, self-leadership and assertiveness, initiative, instinct, and intuition. It also relates to creating your own realities with your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, and encourages you to extend yourselves beyond your comfort zones. Number 5 resonates with the attributes of making positive life choices and important changes, adaptability and versatility, and resourcefulness, motivation, and idealism. Number 5 also relates to doing things your own unique way and learning life lessons through experience. Angel number 615 is the message that the angels are assisting you with current important changes taking place in your life and are making sure that all goes according to divine plan. The choices you have made and the actions you have taken will lead to better in your life, and you are encouraged to stay brave, courageous, and optimistic, as you will soon see these positive changes take effect. Trust that these changes are for your highest good and will usher wonderful new opportunities and auspicious circumstances in your life. Angel number 615 is a message from your angels that they fully support you as you take the opportunity to make positive changes in your career, employment, home, residence, or relationship issues. You know which changes need to be made, and it is up to you to make them as only you can. Do not allow any negative or fearful thoughts to deter you from making the changes you desire. Trust in your intuitive messages. Take action as guided, and you will be most pleased with the end results, as these changes will prove to be more beneficial in the long term and will allow you to manifest your desires for the next step or stage in your life. Trust that any obstacles are shifting from your life and the path ahead is clear. Pursue your soul's calling and urges, and trust the guidance from your angels and your intuition. You are set to do great things, and only you can do them. So what a beautiful reading, right? And sleep is a spiritual practice. So that is the end of our reading. Thank you so much. Without you, there's no need for me to be here. So for you to click on this video is really a beautiful thing to me. And even if it's 1% at a time, I'm going to keep reading. And I'm going to make this a lifetime project. And I hope and pray for all of you to find what it is that you're looking for in your life. Find the peace and the happiness and the love within yourself. So God will bring you someone who matches your energy. So as I've been reading, as I've been listening to readings, that's what I've realized is,
since we introduced customization services
hold on,
alongside selling flowers,
I can just turn this off, I think.
Expressing emotions through flowers is especially meaningful to our customers. Xtool F1 makes customization as simple.
I've realized that we're all born innocent, right? And how we're raised, the trials and tribulations. We each have our own situation. Some of us are born and parentless. maybe through an accident. Some of us have only one parent because of some tragic choice that someone made. And that person could be, I don't know, put in jail, they could be in a psych ward, they could be passed away. Some of us have both of our parents in our home, and it's chaos. Some of us, I mean, it's my belief that the people who have good roots and good-minded parents, they're generally not here. Okay, I mean, that's for me anyways. Okay, some of us have are an only child. Some of us only have another sibling, and it turns out there's a good one and a bad one. Some of us have many children, many siblings in their family, and they all have their own mind and their own thoughts. And some of us have families where expression is not allowed. Kind of like, just don't do what you see, you do what I tell you. Or there's some sort of saying like that. In other words, your dad could tell you, you know, don't be going out telling lies on the streets, but he could be a liar, right? Or something like that. So we all have different things that we have all been confused about. We all have different things that we are unsure about, things that hurt us. And as we go through life, sometimes God will send you an earth angel, and it'll be someone who, if you never see that person again, you'll never forget them. And I've been blessed along the way, and some of them were in my life a real short time. But the ones, you know, it's like your friend group. Your friends, the ones that, you know, when you're in the party scene, you got a whole bunch of friends. When you have a lot of money, you have a whole bunch of friends. But when you decide, I don't want that life anymore, all those friends are still doing what they're doing, and they just fall off on your life because you're determined to be a better version of yourself. So what I'm trying to get to is, God will send you who matches your energy. So if you're in the party life, you know, you'll have a whole bunch of people just, yeah, come on, you know, come on, Marsha, let's go out and party, you know, let's go hit the streets, let's get dressed up, let's go dancing. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with dancing. I love to dance, and I think that's a great way to express, to release energies, and to, you know, kind of give yourself exercise, right? And just hearing the music and feeling the energy, it's like you know, you really get into it. So and even though I don't go out and party, I still love to dance. I think dancing, you know, in some traditions, like the indigenous Indians here on this earth, they all have their own tribal dancing, all the way from Africa to the Philippines, to the Indians here, to the Irish in Ireland. I don't know, but we all have some sort of dance that we all do, and so I just think it's a way to express yourself. So what I'm trying to get to is, whatever you're into, you will have people come into your life who match your energy. And then, you know, you'll actually, some of your trials and tribulations will be, I'm choosing to be of a higher, you know, put myself at a higher standard. And you choose to say, you know, I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but I'm choosing better for me. And what you guys choose for yourselves that's all on you. I'm choosing better for me. So as you as you elevate yourself, as you make better choices for yourself, it might take time before your soul tribe comes to you, in the physical. So that's the great thing about the internet and YouTube, is that we are all energetically connected. So through the readings, they are timeless. You could watch a reading from 4 years ago, and it might resonate for you today, and it didn't resonate for you 4 years ago, or whatever it is. Energetically, we are all connected. So knowing that, how can I put this? I've had several people come to me, and yeah, they were nice guys, but they just weren't for me. So some people will say there's nothing wrong with dating. For me, if I'm not feeling it, then I'm not going there, because I don't want to make this person feel like there's something there that's not there. And I don't, sometimes people will get in their mind, oh, she went out on a date with me, that means, we're dating. And then he might call me the next week, oh, do you want to go to the beach? And maybe I really wasn't feeling it, and then I reject him. Right? So then he gets his feelings hurt. Or maybe I go out on a date and I really am jiving with this guy, and then the next time I see him, he just totally ignores me and acts like I don't exist. So, we always have to protect ourselves. We always have to choose what's right for us. And we always have to know that rejection is God's protection. So say you run into someone that you really, 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 really like, right? Your energies seem to match, but then he or she rejects you. That very well could be someone that you are destined to be with. But if they're, if you're reading their higher energy, their higher self energy, and they're in their lower self energy at that time when you meet, and that would be like looking at someone and saying, he's got a lot of potential. Like, you really think he could be something for you, and you want it right then and there. But in all actuality, you're reading his higher self, and right now he's living in his lower self. So with that rejection, then you kind of have to let him go and live their life. And that's saying, if you let something go and it comes back, it was always yours. And you have to love people enough to respect their lives and what they're going through. And it's a hard call when you let someone go and they're living their life the way they are choosing to live it. And maybe you are a seer and you see that there's destruction coming before them. You could warn them, or you could not warn them. And it's like, which is the right way? I would rather warn someone and hope that they know that I'm coming from a true place in my heart, and not warning them superficially, like, oh, you're with the wrong person, and then that person is the right person, and then it makes it look like you're I don't know, spinning wheels. You're trying to cause conflict. Okay, so you really run a risk. So I'll tell you a quick story real quick and then we'll get done. But I had a girlfriend in Virginia, and we were like best friends. She didn't have to work. Her husband provided everything. And I worked. So it got to the point where I had no car, so I was riding at 10 speed about 8 miles away. And so I worked at UPS. So sometimes afterwards, it's already getting dark and I'm going to ride my 10 speed 8 miles the other way. So sometimes I would get a driver going in that direction and at least like throw my bike in the back of their truck, and I'd get halfway there and then I'd have to ride the other half home. And my girlfriend said, well, just page George. Back in the 80s, they weren't phones and like, I guess there were phones, but people were paging back then. But I meant like cell phones. Oh, just page George. He'll come and get you. So when I paged him one day, he came and got me. He's like, I'm going to take you to a bar and we're going to have a drink. I was like, oh, okay. I figured, well, if that's what it takes for him to take me home, whatever. So then when we're getting there, he's like, I want you to meet someone and you have to promise not to tell Trish. I'm like, okay. So we went in and this woman who Trish was a very, very, very much more beautiful person on the exterior. Okay, so I was in my 20s, so I guess I judged that way. But anyway, so I planned on keeping my word and everything, and Trish was my best friend. But then the woman started talking about, well, when Trish went down to Florida to spend a couple weeks with her mom, George let me drive her brand new IROC Z, and we drove up to Jersey, and we went gambling, and we stayed in a hotel room, and we were partying, and we had such a great time. I'm like, oh my God, she's disclosing all of this to me, and I'm supposed to hold it secret. So I thought about it for 3 days. So I had a choice of her not believing me and hating me, or believing me and hating her husband. And it wasn't like between that. It was that, but it was more so when it came down to it, it was like, would I want to know? And every woman would say, yes, I would want to know if my husband's been cheating on me. So from that point of view, I called her up. I said, you need to sit down. I got to tell you something. I can't hold it in any longer. And well, their story went on, but I just want to let you know that sometimes people think that you're being there's some sort of outside reason, some ulterior motive that you're trying to look out for someone, and sometimes maybe when you have spoken up, maybe that person did believe you but didn't want to believe you, and but it all comes out in the wash. So I just wanted to share all of that with you. We're at 48 minutes. I'm hoping it doesn't take a whole 24 hours to download, but that's the end of our reading. God bless you all. Make the choices that are true and right for you. The truest, you have to just choose what's right. It was right for me to tell her, because if I was in her shoes, I would want to know. And if she decided not to believe me, if she decided to hate me for it, I had to trust that I was doing the right thing. To keep things secret is not right. And that's one of the things we have to make this correction as we go forward, 7 generations down. God bless you all. I send you love and light. I pray that God protects you and your family, your loved ones, as they go out through the day, as they arrive home through the evening. And without you, there's no need for me to be here. So God bless you all. We'll see you on the next one. And if no one has told you that you are loved, I love you. Bye-bye.